I'm gonna call the Ghostbusters. Watch. Hello? Is this the Ghostbusters speaking? Yes, that's right. I'm here to report an unfortunate event where Sony has ruined your legacy back in 1984. They made a reboot of your movie and decided to make all the Ghostbusters females. Like, you're gonna help? Like, you're gonna do something about it? Oh, that's great. You're actually gonna wait. You're gonna make a third Ghostbusters film, but aren't you old already? So, this third Ghostbusters film will be about the Ghostbusters when they're old. Oh wait, you have an idea? Yep, it's gonna be a legacy sequel. So like, there's gonna be you're planning to include like, yeah, a new generation of Ghostbusters. Oh, that's great. Thank you. Hey guys, this is Frozen Things Stews here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I am going to be doing a review on Ghostbusters Afterlife. So, Ghostbusters Afterlife is the fourth Ghostbusters film, and the follow up sequel to the proper Ghostbusters films, the original 1984 Ghostbusters, as well as Ghostbusters 2. And and is directed by Jason Reitman, who is Ivan Reitman's son. And it stars McKenna Grace, Finn Wolfhard, Carrie Coon, Paul Rudd, Logan Kim, Bokeem Woodbine, Celeste O'Connor, and also we got the returning cast members including Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, Annie Potts, Sigourney Weaver, etc. The film tells the story of Egon Spengler, one of the OG Ghostbusters, who was killed by a ghost as he was living alone in a place out of nowhere where it's basically called Dirt House. And then after that event in the prologue, we see a family of three who are all apparently a part of Egon Spengler's family. This mother named Callie Spengler, who is apparently the daughter of Egon Spengler, and also Callie's two kids, Phoebe and Trevor Spengler, who moved to that small town where Egon lived and stayed at his house where for the whole summer when to be able to pick up the pieces that his dad left. But while they are there, they discover that ghosts are actually still around. As you know, this movie takes place in a time period where everyone believes that ghosts are a thing of the past, and the Ghostbusters are apparently no more, and they've all like retired because of age and the fact that they don't do any more ghost busting. Yeah, so they find they find this artifact that is a sign believing that ghosts are still around. So with them and also their teacher, Mr. Gruberson, who apparently has a crush on Callie, the and also Phoebe's friend at school podcast, they all and Trevor's girlfriend Lucky, they all must work together in order to stop a new wave of ghosts from unleashing in that small town. And it turns out that the one that goes behind it is I don't know the name, but it's this ghost who apparently wants to revive the one and only iconic Ghostbusters villain, Gozer. Yep, Gozer. And yeah, so once again they must save the town and fulfill the legacy of the original Ghostbusters. So yeah, now if you've seen my channel, no, not my channel, but if you've known me for quite a while, if you've been on my Instagram for years, and you've also like been on my YouTube channel where I was just commenting, and you would have been aware of my comments. This was my favorite Ghostbusters movie when I first saw it. yes, I called this my personal favorite Ghostbusters movie, and I know, like, yeah, that was kind of a surprise considering I never thought any Ghostbusters movie would top the original, but it just did. But this one did well at the time, and yeah, I was already anticipating this movie either way because let's be real here, the trailer for this movie looked promising, and I knew. I mean, when I didn't, even though I never predicted that this would be my favorite Ghostbusters movie. I knew that this was going to like save the franchise because let's be real here. Before this one came out, Ghostbusters was at a bad phase. The first film, I still think the first film is a classic. Although, I will admit it is one of the weaker 5 star films. It is one of the weaker. It's far from that. And yeah, the first one was one of the weaker ones. And then after that, the franchise just went from mediocre to shit. Ghostbusters 2 is a snooze fest of a movie that I could not give less of a crap about, and less of a crap about, and Ghostbusters reboot, which I just remembered that's titled Ghostbusters Answer the Call. What kind of a title is that? Yeah, we don't talk about that. I don't want to talk about that one. But thankfully, we have this one, the savior of the Ghostbusters. And I know Legacy sequel is like a mixed bag of people's. Like it's a hit or miss. Some love it, some hate it. For me, yes, I will admit there are definitely some misses when it comes to these Legacy sequels. But I love Legacy sequels for the most part. For the most part, yeah, Cobra Kai and Top Gun Maverick are both my favorite Legacy sequels. Cobra Kai for TV shows and Top Gun Maverick among the movies. But if I were to choose one, I'd say Cobra Kai. But yeah. Anyway, so now that I rewatched the Ghostbusters, basically, I comparing my 2021 self to my present self now, my current self, I've grown to become like an even stronger cinephile now. Yeah, I pretty much have a completely different taste. So, well, so I'll admit I did kind of suspect that my thoughts on this would change, but on this would change. So yeah, let me ask you, is this still the best Ghostbusters movie? Well, honestly, no. Yeah, this does not hold up as the best Ghostbusters movie. Hell, it doesn't even hold up as a flawless movie, as like a flawless 5 star movie. So yeah, I think you could, just by saying that, you can already tell what rating am I gonna give this. Well, we'll see about that. Some of you may guess it wrong. But yeah, what holds us up from taking the title of the best Ghostbusters movie is just the fact that there are some minor issues I have. Yeah, that makes me enjoy the feel a bit more enjoyment in the original Ghostbusters movie more. Like the pacing in the first half is so slow. Yeah, the pacing in the first half kind of um how do I say this, it pretty much requires some patience to get through because most of it all, like, the the film is quite different from the other Ghostbusters movie. I'll talk about it later. But it cements itself as a family drama, and but then, like, the first half, yeah, it kind of feels like that, but it doesn't in such a pretty slow way that I would be lying if I say I didn't really get bored with the very slow build up. And also, there is one scene in the film I hated. I mean, freaking hated. And that is the scene when Phoebe told some corny jokes to Gozer. I mean, this is an end of the world situation here. Yeah, end of the world situation where Gozer is about to end the world. Yeah, she's about to unleash all her armies to destroy the world, to at least end, not really end the world, but rather end it down. But still, this is an end of the world situation, and what does Phoebe do? Yep, tell jokes. Like, and my god, those jokes are so bad. Like, I don't even remember what they are. Like, if I remembered what those jokes were, I would have said it out loud, but honestly, I just don't remember. yeah. That was honestly a very stupid plan. I mean, like, no, there's no way a Gozer would laugh. Like, seriously, who the hell wants to see a laughing Gozer? Gozer, like, laughing at Phoebe's show, be like, ha 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 ha. Nope. Okay, well, but that's all for my flaws. Even with some minor flaws, so I still think that this is a perfect. I still love this movie. This is a perfect. It's not. It may not be a perfect movie, but it is a perfect sequel. It is a perfect sequel, and a perfect legacy sequel because it actually because it respects the original without being too nostalgia bait. I know critics who only gave this a 64%, which is way too harsh. How the hell does Ghostbusters 2060 have a higher rating than this? Yeah. Yeah. This, yeah, critics that don't like the fact that this is just way too similar to the first film, and it's just there to be nostalgic, but no, it's actually not a nostalgia bait movie. The nostalgia, yes, it is the best, probably the best aspect of the film, or one of the best aspects of one of the better aspects of the film, I should say. I'll talk about how they handle the nostalgia later. But first, I want to talk about other aspects as to why I love this film. Probably the best aspect of Ghostbusters Afterlife is that it is the characters. Yeah, this movie introduces such very compelling characters. Characters that I actually feel invested in. Characters that I actually connect with, and characters who actually work who characters who honestly might probably connect with more than the original, like, seriously, like, if you notice, this one actually does something different. This actually, the members of the Ghostbusters team actually, how do I say this, they're actually they're actually very equal. They have they're both, the team consists of both men and women. Yeah, in the original Ghostbusters film, all the main characters are men. All the main Ghostbusters, while in the reboot, they're all females. Yeah, this has a gender equality. Although, yeah, don't worry, guys, I'm not gonna talk about identity politics in this one. But outside of Ghostbusters, this is actually, I mean, this actually just it doesn't feel like a legit Ghostbusters movie, which I'm saying that as a good thing. Yes, there are some Ghostbusters action scene, but it's not like, oh, they have to suit up and fight ghosts. They have to suit up, prepare themselves. No, it's more like, oh, we have to get ready, and then they just walk around, see a ghost, oh, we fight it, and then chase it, and yeah, the action scene just feels very different. And yeah, and even though this has gender equality, the main character is actually a female character, which is Phoebe Spangler, and and yes, I gotta say, yeah, considering that this has a female lead, they nailed it. They freaking nailed it with the girl power in this one. Yeah, Phoebe is way more badass than than any of the. I mean, she's way more badass than any of the female Ghostbusters in the 2016 reboot would be. Yeah, after all Phoebe has been through, it felt so earned for her to be the one kicking Ghost Assassin in the climax. Yeah, even though there is a big action scene in the climax, there's a big final battle, and all the characters are like take turns jamming on Gozer. Even if the legacy Ghostbusters are still there, are actually there helping to take down Gozer, it's actually Phoebe who takes the final blow, as like there's this Rise scene that was so similar to Rise of Skywalker but better. Yeah, remember that scene in Rise of Skywalker, that infamous scene when Rey when Palpatine was striking his lightning at Rey, and then Rey blocked it with his lightsaber and hit the Palpatine back, hit the lightning back on Palpatine like that. Yeah, they did that in this film when the Gozer was striking her lightning powers at Phoebe, and then Phoebe used that use the ghost busting weapon to block the lightning strike and make it actually go back to Gozer. Yeah, this is basically Force Awakens meets Rise of Skywalker if you think about it. Probably a little more geared towards Force Awakens in some ways, and yeah. And my god, yeah, that climax is so good. Probably the action is probably the best part of the film. Yeah, that even some of the smaller scale action seemed like that. Like when they were chasing the slimy ghost. His name's not Slimer, by the way. It's something else. Yeah, that's still like among the best Ghostbusters action scenes. And let's be real here. The Ghostbusters are always the action scenes are typically small scaled, but when it comes to this film on right here, yeah, they go all out. So with its final battle, it is a very bonkers. Very bonkers. I mean, we see the original Ghostbusters members are reuniting to help the main characters. Yeah, after the jail scene when Phoebe called and Phoebe called Ray Stans and then Ray tells Phoebe about how they broke up. I'll admit though that's actually one minor issue I had with this film. One maybe nitpick. Yeah, if I were to give a nitpick, I do wish they gave a backstory on how they broke up. Like in this, when Ray Stans told Phoebe the story of how the Ghostbusters broke up, maybe they should have shown a flashback to help audiences figure out more on what's going on instead of just listening to some exposition in this. At least it did not feel like exposition dump. And it did make sense as to why the Ghostbusters broke up. But yeah, underscore despite despite all the Ghostbusting stuff, what makes this very different from the others is that this is a coming of age story. I still stand by my criticism that this film shouldn't have been this slow paced. I like the idea of taking a more coming of age approach to it. It's very it feels like the most lighthearted in this franchise, but at the same time it kind of feels like the most mature one. So mature. There's still comedy in this one, like every Ghostbusters movie, and besides that one scene I mentioned, the other jokes are actually pretty good. This focuses more on the drama aspects. Yeah, I think it's probably a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. That this went for a more dramatic approach. That they made this more of a drama. Yeah, and yeah, this and yeah, it really allows for us to get to know the new characters more than the new generation. So when it comes to the films following this, yeah, you get to see some big stuff, some bigger stories, some bigger action, and then you got the those Ghostbusters that you already know about from this film, and you can already just root for them. Yeah, that's actually what I'm trying to do. I appreciate this film for trying to take its time, but like what I said a couple of times, I do wish the pacing was. I think that the pacing, the slow pace may have gone a bit too far because it went up to the point where I kind of got bored, and it didn't need to be that slow. Like at times I felt like it was trying way too hard to appeal to critics with that. But oh yeah, also then I mentioned that this is also the most heartwarming Ghostbusters film as well. Yeah, I honestly teared up at the end when Phoebe was hugging Egan's ghost. Yeah, and also I love how Egan's spirit was standing behind Phoebe, guiding her when Phoebe was taking down Gozer, and yeah, that was such an amazing moment. Such an amazing amazing moment right there. And then yeah, like what I said, seeing Egon's ghost hugging his daughter and grandchildren. Oh, that was I teared up in that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that was amazing. And yeah, and although yes, the conclusion may felt rushed, but it's not a problem because it's actually a very heartwarming and emotionally resonating conclusion to this film. So overall, Ghostbusters Afterlife may not be as good as the original anymore, but it's still a great and perfect sequel. It's not a perfect movie, but as a legacy sequel, it works very well thanks to the different approach from the franchise while still maintaining the legacy of it while still feeling like a Ghostbusters movie at the same time. It actually respects the original, and it introduces us to a new generation of Ghostbusters where every single Ghostbuster where every single character gets their time to shine. And you actually care about this group. Besides McKenna Grace, I forgot I mentioned about the performances. Finn Wolfhard's amazing. I love how he looks exactly like you know who. And besides McKenna Grace, well, being the obvious standout of the movie, yeah, well, of the movie, Paul Rudd would be another character, another. Paul Rudd would be another standout, and Mr. Grubison would probably be my second favorite character in the movie and my favorite male character in the movie. So with that said, I'm going to give Ghostbusters Afterlife a 4.5 stars out of 5. Fingers crossed Ghostbusters Afterlife. No, fingers crossed Ghostbusters Frozen Empire won't disappoint. I actually want Frozen Empire to be better than this one. I don't care what the critics say, I am not listening to them. Yeah, so, but just a heads up, guys, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire actually does not come out until April 10th in my area. Yes, I will still see it in theaters, but I'm gonna watch it online just to get my review out. Basically, I'm pulling off a Mario with this one. Yeah, Mario from last year. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on Ghostbusters Afterlife? Would this be your favorite Ghostbusters movie? Would be your favorite Ghostbusters movie? Do you like this movie as much as I did, or are you not a fan of this movie? Do you find it underwhelming? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review on Frozen Empire. And also I might review another film as well, but that one I'll think about it. Bye guys.